Hello everyone. In this video, today we will see some basic concepts of Laplace transform, and we will also see some questions which will clear these concepts, and in the later videos we will try to solve some gate questions. For approaching gate exam, the most important thing is that we should have an understanding of all the previous gate questions. Suppose if we are now talking about Laplace transforms, then what we will do is in the later videos we will cover all the previously asked questions, so that if you practice these, then you will have a very good understanding. So Laplace transform for a function t, Laplace transform is defined as L of this and is written as f of s. This means that Laplace transform of f of t is f of s. Okay, so this is how it is written, and f of s, and the formal definition f of s is written as this: minus infinity to infinity e power minus st f of t dt. This is the formula. Now we will see some properties. Okay, properties and formulas, and we'll also solve some questions, then it will make things clear, right? So as I was saying, that if I have a function f of t, then the Laplace transform is represented like this, and it is written as f of s. That's what I wrote here. And the basic formula for f of s is e power minus infinity to infinity e power minus st f of t dt. Now here we will see formulas for some important functions. Okay, now Laplace transform of t power n is given by n factorial by s power n plus 1. Okay, Laplace transform of e power at is 1 by s minus a. Similarly, Laplace transform of e power minus at is 1 by s plus a. In the difference between e power minus at and is this minus sign. If there is no minus, then here it is minus, and if here we have minus, then it becomes plus. Okay, now Laplace transform of sin at is 1 by s square plus a square. Laplace transform of cos at is s by s square plus a square. The difference between these two is for sine, you have this is a actually. Okay, a by s square plus a square. Now Laplace transform of sin hat hyperbolic function is a by s square minus a square. Laplace transform of cos hat is s by s square minus a square. For normal sin 80 cos 80, you have s square plus the denominator is plus, and for hyperbolic functions you have minus. Okay, so these are the basic formulas which we will use, and other than this we also have some properties which we will see in the next slides. I will talk about those properties, and we will also solve some problems. I hope these are these you have understood. These are some, most important: 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 7 7 formula, right? T power n, e power at, e power minus at, sin at, cos at, sin h at, and cos h at. So these are good enough for us to start with, and now we will see some properties. So in this video we will see and discuss various properties, like scaling, linearity, first shift, second shift, Laplace transform of derivatives, Laplace transform of integral, multiply and divide by t. So what does this mean, like that? So suppose if I have a signal f of t, scaling means scaling scaling means f of at or f of 1 by a into t. Okay, so these signals means at or 1 by a into t are called as scaled signals. Okay, linearity means suppose f of t gets transformed to f of s. Suppose now, how will a into f of t plus b into g of t. Now suppose if I want to find Laplace transform of this, how will I find? So that comes under linearity. Okay, so this comes under linearity. uh, First shift, suppose I have a signal f of t and its Laplace transform is f of s. How will the Laplace transform of e power at into f of t or e power minus at into f of t look like? So this is first shifting. Similarly, if I have f of t transforms to f of s, now if I want to find f of Laplace transform of f of t minus a or f of t plus a, how will the Laplace transform of these signals look like? Now this is f dash of t. How will Laplace transform of f dash of t or f double dash of t look like? Laplace integral f of t. How will Laplace transform of this look like? Or how will Laplace transform of a signal t into f of t or f of t by t look like? So we will see in the coming slides that how will, given a signal f of t whose Laplace transform is f of s, how will the Laplace transform of f of at or f of t by a or f dash of t or f double dash of t, no, e power at into f of t, e power minus at into f of t, or f of t minus a, f of t plus a. So how will Laplace transform of these signals look like is what we will discuss in this uh, in the coming slides. Now the first property is property of scaling. So what does this mean? If f of t gets transformed to f of s, then f of at will get transformed 1 by a f of s by a. This is how it gets transformed. Okay, if I have f of t, the Laplace transform is f of s, then for f of at the Laplace 1 by mod 1 by a f of s by a. Okay, now we will see with some example. Here I have been given so this is like L of f of t, right? So L of f of t is what? 9s square minus 12s plus 5 by s minus 1 whole cube. Now he wants us to find f of 3t. So here a is 3. Okay, so we know now L of f of 3t is 1 by 3. 1 by mod a, you can also write, it is always positive. 1 by 3 f of s by 3. F of s by 3, what does it mean? Wherever there is s, no, replace it by s by 3. So it will go like this: 9 s by 3 whole square minus 12 s by 3 plus 5 by s by 3 minus 1 whole cube into 1 by 3. This 1 by 3 is this. Now this I have written here. So if you solve this, we will get the value of f of Laplace transform of f of 3t. So I hope this is very well understood. There is nothing, that if there is f of t, it gets converted to f of s. Then if I have f of at, it will get transformed as 1 by mod a into f of s by a. So here the question is 9s square minus 12s plus 5 by s minus 1 whole cube. So what I have to do? I have to do f of 3t. So what I am doing? So 1 by 3, right? 1 by 3. This is into wherever I have s, I can replace it with s by 3. I hope this is understood. This is the first property, scaling. Now this is linearity is the second property, right? L of f of t is equal to f of s, then L of a into f of t plus b into g of t is a into L of f of t plus b into L of g of t. Here a and b are constants. So this is linearity property, right? So you have two functions f of t and g of t, and you want to find the Laplace transform of this, then you get a into Laplace transform of f of t plus b into Laplace transform of g of t. Similarly, here the question is this, that I want to find Laplace transform of 3t square minus 2t cube plus 4e power minus 3t minus 2 sine phi t plus 3 cos 3t. This question will use all the formulas which we learned earlier. So what I can write for this, using this, I can 3 into Laplace transform of t square, correct, right? Minus 2 into Laplace transform of t cube plus 4 into Laplace transform of e power minus 3t minus 2 into Laplace transform of sine phi t plus 3 into Laplace transform of cos 3t. Very simple. Now to remind the formulas, Laplace transform of t power n is n factorial by s power n plus 1. Laplace transform of e power at 1 by s minus a. Laplace transform of e power minus at 1 by s plus a. Laplace transform of sin at a by s square plus a square. Laplace transform of cos at s by s square plus a square. The same thing we will do here. T square 3 into t square is 2 factorial by s cube minus 2 into 3 factorial by s power 4 plus 4 into e power minus at 1 by s plus 3 minus 2 into sin phi t 5 by s square plus 25 plus 3 into s by s square plus 9. This is s square plus 9. So this is the answer. So this question, linearity question, has used all the formulas which we saw earlier. I hope this is very well understood. This is s square, and this is also s square plus 25, s square plus 9. This is s. Okay, this is s. E power minus 3t 1 by s plus 3, and this is 3 factorial by s power 4, and this is 2 factorial by s cube. I hope this was well understood. So before starting this third property, I will basically tell that there are three transforms which we will see: Laplace, Z, and Fourier for GATE exam. Okay, all the three are more or less similar. Okay, but I will suggest that to start with Laplace is the easiest one, because it is it is very simple. Z and Fourier are also same. Yeah, so if you have an understanding of one of these transforms, right, the other transforms also become very similar, right? This is what I wanted to say before the start of this video. Now let us go to shifting. Okay, so Laplace transform of f of t is f of s. Now what is Laplace transform of e power at f of t, or Laplace transform of e power minus at f of t? This is f of s minus a. This is f of s plus a. This comes because of this. Earlier we saw Laplace transform of e power minus at is what? 1 by s plus a. This is what we saw in the very first slide. Laplace transform of e power at is what? 1 by s minus a. So when you have minus, it becomes plus, and when you have plus in the time domain, then it becomes minus. Similarly here also. So e power at f of t becomes f of s minus a, and e power minus at f of t becomes f of s plus a. Okay. So why this is called shifting is, if you have a signal f of t, and this signal you are multiplying with e power at, or you are multiplying with e power minus at, the output in the Laplace domain actually gets shifted by minus a or a, depending upon what you have multiplied it. If you have multiplied it with, then it becomes f of s minus a, and here it becomes f of s plus right? Now see this question, very simple. Laplace transform of e power minus 2t sine 4t. Okay, for what is Laplace transform of sine 4t is what? 4 by s square plus 16, correct na? Now this sine 4t you are multiplying with e power minus 2t and you are asking what is the Laplace transform, meaning wherever you have s, Laplace transform of sine 4t is 4 by s square plus 16. You are multiplying with e power minus 2t means what you do? The answer is 4 by, wherever you have s, you replace with s plus 2 whole square plus 16. This is the answer. So I hope what we saw earlier was clear. So you have suppose Laplace of e power minus 2t sine 4t. So sine 4t is what? 4a by s square plus 16. Now you are multiplying with e power minus 2t, meaning wherever you have s, replace it with s plus 2. So s changes to s plus 2. So what you can write? 4 by 16. The same question we can also do like this, see. Or if we see other question, e power minus 2t cos 4t. What is the thing? For cos, what is it? S by, for Laplace transform of cos 80 is what? S by s square plus a square. Na? So similarly s by s square plus 16. This is for cos 4t. Now you are multiplying with e power minus 2t. What will it do? Replace s with s plus 2. So Laplace transform of e power minus 2t cos 4t is s plus 2 by s plus 2 whole square plus 16. I hope this is understood, right? These things are called shifting properties of Laplace transform. Now this is the one which we saw earlier. Was first shifting property. Now it is second shifting. Earlier what we saw, if I have a function f of t is transformed to f of s. Now e power at f of t gets transformed to f of s minus a, and e power minus at f of t gets transformed to f of s plus a. This was first shifting property. What is second shifting property is f of t gets transformed to f of s, then f of t minus a gets transformed to e power minus as f of s, and f of t plus a gets transformed to e power as f of s. I hope the difference between these two is pretty clear. The thing is, to a signal when I am multiplying with e power at, as I said earlier, right, e power at Laplace transform of 1 by s minus a, and e power minus at is 1 by s plus a. So when to a signal when I am multiplying with e power at, the output is f of s minus a, and e power minus at f of t transforms to f of s plus a. This was what we saw earlier, first shifting property. Now if suppose the signal itself we are shifting by minus a and plus a, then in the s domain, right? So what the Laplace transform does, Laplace transform f of t gets transformed to f of s. This is time domain, and this is frequency domain. We will now do some problem which will I hope that these two transformations, the first shifting and second shifting is clear. We will do some problem now for second shifting so that things become a little clear. In the earlier slide we saw second shift property. What was that? f of t gets transforms to f of s, then f of t minus a will get transformed e power minus as f of s. This is the property which we saw earlier. Now let us solve this question. G of t is equal to cos of t minus 2 pi by 3 and 0 for t greater than 2 pi by 3, and this is what t less than 2 pi by 3. Now we want to find Laplace transform of g of t is equal to Laplace transform of cos t minus 2 pi by 3. Now for cos at is what? S by s square plus a square, Laplace transform of. So if we want cos t means a is 1, right? So Laplace transform of cos t is s by s square plus 1. Laplace transform of cos t minus 2 pi by 3 is what? Just like this equation, just like equation number 1, what we can write? E power minus 2 pi by 3 into s by s square plus 1. This is the answer. I hope this is understood, right? Nothing. If f of t gets transformed to f of s, f of t minus a, it gets transformed e power minus as f of s. So here a is what? Here a is f of a is 2 pi by 3. So the same thing I have written, e power minus 2 pi by 3 into s by s square plus 1. I hope this is the answer. I hope this is clear. This is called second shifting property. Now we will try to solve this very important question. Okay, we want to find Laplace transform of t square minus 2t into u of t minus 1. Okay, this is the signal for which we have to find the Laplace transform. Before that, I will want to say some basics. Okay, u of t means a signal like this. U of t is 1 for t greater than or equal to 0 or 0. This is 0. This is time. This is time, and this is 1. This is unit step signal. Unit step signal. Okay. So Laplace transform of u of t is 1 by s. Laplace transform of u of t minus a, okay, is e power minus as by s. Okay, so this is the basic which we should have. So this is u power to solve this problem first of all. Now see, if suppose I want to write t minus 1 whole square is t square plus 1 minus 2t, correct, right? So here t square minus 2t has a delay of u of t minus 1. Okay, so what we can write it like this. So t square minus 2t plus 1 minus 1 into u of t minus 1. So this signal, this thing can be written like this, t square plus 1 minus, okay. So this one, t square plus 1 minus 2t can be written as t minus 1 whole square minus 1 into u of t minus 1. I hope this is understood, right? Now I'm separating it, right? So I can want t minus 1 whole square into u of t minus 1 minus u of t minus 1. Now this we have already seen here is what? E power minus s by s, okay, and minus, and what about this? See here to the signal, for both the signal we have minus 1 delay, correct, right? U of t minus 1 whole square, and so I can write e power minus s. I can bring minus 1 outside, then Laplace, then I have t square. T square is 2 by s cube, right? So the answer to this question is 2 e power minus s by s cube minus e power minus s by s, option C. So option C is the correct answer for this question. I hope this is very well understood. Actually, Why we are doing it like this? Okay, the answer is this. I will explain. The question asked was t square minus 2t into u of t minus 1. So we have seen the answer, right? So what we have to do is t square minus 2t plus 1 minus 1 into u of t minus 1. So what, as I have explained, so then we can write t minus 1 whole square minus 1 into u of t minus 1. Then you can write t minus 1 whole square into u of t minus 1 minus u of t minus 1. This is e power minus s by s, and this is e power minus s into for t square is 2 by s cube. This is the answer which we discussed. Some of you can also say that why not write it like t square into u of t minus 1 minus 2t into u of t minus 1. Okay, why are we not writing it like this and solving it? See, the problem is here we have t minus 1, right? Delay of 1. But for t here we don't have any delay. Similarly, here we have delay of minus 1 here, but for t we don't have any delay. So it will be difficult to proceed, difficult to proceed in this manner. So instead of doing this, what we are doing, that we are segregating the whole stuff. That t square minus 2t I am writing as t square minus 2t plus 1 minus 1, like t minus 1 whole square. So see, if we once we come to this step, right, we have delay of here should be a bracket. So here we have a delay of minus 1 in both the signal as well as in u of t. So that's why we can take minus e power minus s as common in the Laplace transform. But here it is not possible because here only the unit signal has delay, but the signal doesn't, the t does not have any delay. Similarly here also the step has the delay, but this t value does not have a delay. So this way we cannot proceed, not possible. So instead of doing this, we are modifying the signal in such a way that here the step signal and the signal has a delay of minus 1 as common, and then we can take out e power minus s, then we can do the process. And here also see, here we don't have any dependency with t. You can directly write e power minus s by s. So I hope this is understood why we have followed this and why we cannot follow this one, this second step. Why is it not possible? That's why the thing. If f of t is a signal, then its Laplace transform is f of s. Okay. F dash of t is derivative of f of t. Similarly, f double dash of t is second derivative of f of t. So f dash of t is first derivative and f double dash of t is second derivative. So if f of t, Laplace transform of f of t is f of s, then Laplace transform of f dash of t is given as s into f of s minus f of 0, and this is Laplace transform of. Similarly, Laplace transform of f double dash of t, there is double derivative is s square into f of s minus s into f of 0 minus f dash of 0. So this is how it is done. Okay, I hope this is understood. Now let us come to the question. We are asked to find Laplace transform of 2 root t by pi. Okay, this is what the thing means. He has given the Laplace transform of this is 1 by s into s power 3 by 2. Now suppose if we take a signal, okay, let f of t is equal to 2 root t by pi. Now if you found f dash of t, how to find f dash of t is, means this what to do, 2 by root pi into what is root x, 1 by 2 root x, 1 by 2 root t, root this is gets cancelled, is 1 by root pi into t. So f dash of t is 1 by root pi into root t. Now if you see here, so this signal is nothing but derivative of this. Okay, now I will show in here. There is lack of space. I will show it in the next slide. Now in continuation, as I was saying, f of t gets transforms to f of s, then f dash of t will get s into f of s minus f of 0. In our question we have not been given any f of 0, so f of 0 can be taken as 0. So f dash Laplace transform of f dash of t is equal to s into f of s. Now coming to our question, what we have been given, Laplace transform of 2 root t by pi is equal to 1 by s power 3 by 2. Okay, then what is the Laplace transform of L by 1 by root pi into t? Root pi into t, this is pi. Okay, now we have already understood in the last slide that d by dt of 2 root t by pi is equal to 1 by root pi into t. Okay, so now we want Laplace transform of derivative, correct, right? So Laplace transform of, therefore Laplace transform of 1 by root pi into t is equal to s into f of s. F of s is this 1 by s power 3 by 2. So what do we write? Is equal to s into, this can be written as 3 by 2, right? So 1 by uh, s cube into s power 1 by 2. Correct, right? No, this is 1 s into, sorry, this is 1. So when bases are same, powers get added. So 2 plus 1, 3 by 2, right? So s gets cancelled, is equal to 1 by root s. So the answer to this question is 1 by root s, right? This can so here the thing, as in the property, that f of t gets transforms to f of s, f dash of t gets transforms to s into f of s minus f of 0, and here f of 0 is 0. What is f of s? F of s is nothing but this, right? 1 by s into 1 by s power 3 by 2. This s power 3 by 2 can be written as 1 by s into s power 1 by 2. Correct, right? So this gets cancelled, therefore root s. So this is the answer. I hope this is understood. Now the next property, uh, Laplace transform of integrals. How do we do that? F of t gets transforms to f of s, then integral f of t will get transformed as f of s by s 0 to t. Suppose this thing is from 0 to t, then this is how it gets transformed. Okay, so we'll solve a problem, small problem, that's it. This is the property. So suppose we have been asked to find Laplace transform of integral 0 to t sin at dt. Find the Laplace transform. For sin at, what is the Laplace transform? Laplace transform of sin at is a by s square plus a square, right? Now integral sin at is what? Now Laplace transform of integral sin at is what? F of s by s. So what do you do? 1 by s into this a by s square plus a square. So this is the answer. So Laplace transform of sin at integral 0 to t is this. So very simple, very simple problem, that first of all you have to find what is the root. Here the sin at is the base, right? For sin at, a by s square plus a square, this is point number 1. So now once you know for sin at, once you know the Laplace transform of sin at, if you have integral of that, what do? You do 1 by s into this. Similarly, right, if you have f of t, f of s, then you have to find integral of this, then you do f of s by s. So here f of s was a by s square plus a square into 1 by s. I hope this is understood. Very simple property. Now this is a very interesting property, that f of t gets transformed to f of s, then t into f of t. How will it get transformed as? Okay, it actually gets transformed as minus dou by dou s of f of s. Earlier you remembered that now similarly if you will have like f of t by t, it will get transformed as integral s to infinity f of s. This is how it into ds you can write. So these are all, these both are complement. One is t into f of t, another one is f of t by t. Okay, now given the question, also before going to the question, if suppose you have t power n into f of t, the Laplace transform of this is minus 1 power n dou n by dou s power n to f of s. Okay, I mean you have to do n times and you have to multiply it with minus 1. So if suppose our question, Laplace transform of t into e power at, so t here is only 1, right, power 1, no? So minus 1 into dou by dou s of f of s. That's why this t into f of t gets a minus dou by dou s of this. Understood, right? Now we know e power at Laplace transform is what, 1 by s minus a. So you have to do derivative now. For t into e power at is gets transformed as minus dou by dou s of 1 by s minus a. 1 by s derivative minus 1 by s square. So minus 1 by s minus 1 s minus a whole square into minus 1, this minus 1. So minus into minus plus, so 1 by s minus a whole square. I hope this is understood. Now here we have only seen for t into f of t. In next slide we will see f of t by t. So these are like, you know, two different things, t into f of t and f of t by t. I hope all these things are you are able to understand. The thing is nothing, you have a function f of t. Now to this f of t you are trying to do different things, you know. First sometimes you are making f of at, sometimes you are making it t into f of t, sometimes you are making it integral f of t. So given a function f of t and its less transform being f of s, once if I am modifying my f of t, how is the output Laplace transform getting modified, is all these properties are about. Next we will see for f of t by t. Now in continuation to the last slide, so what we said, that if f of t then f of s, then t into f of t gets transformed minus dou by dou s of f of s also, then f of t by t will get transformed as integral. Here we are doing differentiate, right? When you are multiplying and you are doing differentiation, then here you will do integral s to infinity. Now given this, I have to find for Laplace transform of 1 minus e power t by t. So this is f of t. So this is in the of the form f of t by t. F of t is this. Now what is the Laplace transform of 1? So 1 Laplace, now find Laplace 1 minus e power t. What is Laplace transform of this? Laplace transform of 1 is 1 by s minus e power what is this, e power t. E power t is e power at is what, 1 by s minus a, right? E power t is 1 by s minus 1, so it's 1 by s minus 1. So this is the Laplace transform, right? Laplace transform of 1 minus e power t is 1 by s minus 1 by s power 1. Now our thing is to find Laplace transform of 1 minus e power t by t. So for this what you have to do, you have to do f of s, you have to integrate it, correct, right? Now that means integral 1 by s minus 1 by s minus 1. What is this? Log s minus log s minus 1. This is what, s to infinity. This can also be written as s to infinity. This can also be written as log of s by s minus 1. This is what, s to infinity. Now what we were doing was basically log of s by s minus 1 s to infinity. So how do I put the limits, so we'll have to do some modification. I can do like log, take s common. Okay, if I take s common, then s by s 1 minus 1 by s. Okay, like this I can write, right? Infinity to s gets cancelled, so what I have basically log of 1 by 1 minus 1 by s to infinity. Now if you put the limits, 1 by infinity, right? S is only here, so one limit s tends to infinity, 1 by s, 1 by infinity is 0, correct, right? This is 0. So log 1, so this is what log 1 minus log of 1 by 1 minus 1 by s. Log 1 is what, 0, right? 0 minus what you can write, log s by s minus 1. You minus log, then it becomes log of s minus 1 by s. So this is the answer. I hope this process was understood, right? Because why have we done like this is because we have to put the limits, right? So here we cannot put directly, it will become infinity by infinity form, so therefore it is not possible to put the limits. Therefore we have modified it so that even if we put the limit, we get a, convergent answer. So like this, yeah. So in this last slide, what basically I would just conclude the things. Okay, what is it that we have been seeing in the properties? First of all, given a signal f of t, then its Laplace transform is given by f of s. Now suppose I have been given following signal, suppose f of at or f of 1 by a into t. Okay, second is f dash of t or f double dash of t. Third, t into f of t or f of t by t. Fourth, a into f of t plus b into g of t. Okay, and one more thing, 5, e power at into f of t or e power minus at into f of t. Sixth, f of t minus a or f of t plus a. Now what we have been doing so far is like given a signal f of t and whose Laplace transform is f of s. How do I find the Laplace transform of these signals? Is what the properties of these Laplace transforms help us to find. To do this, what we have to know? We have to know the basic formulas as well. As we have been seeing, Laplace transform of 1 is 1 by s. Laplace transform of e power at is 1 by s minus a. E power minus at is 1 by s plus a. Laplace transform of sin at is a by s square plus a square. Laplace transform of cos at is s by s square plus a square. Laplace transform of sin h at hyperbolic function is a by s square minus a square, and Laplace transform of cos h at is s by s square minus a square. So these are some basic formulas. And Laplace transform of u of t. U of t is what? 1 by s. Laplace transform of u of t minus a. You are delaying it, then it becomes e power minus as by s. So these are some properties, and basically Laplace transform is given as a Laplace transform of a signal f of t is defined as minus infinity to infinity f of t dt e power minus st into e power minus st. Okay, so this is basically the thing. We generally do not use this, but we can use to find the Laplace transform as well, but generally we use either. And also this 7 I have written derivative, yeah. And generally we use these properties to find out the Laplace transform. I hope this was understood. You can like play back and also see some problems if you don't understand. Next we will see various Laplace transform questions which are asked in GATE exam. This is a very important topic, and many a number of times many questions are asked. Once we have a very good understanding of Laplace transforms, then for other transforms, that Z transforms and the Fourier transform, that also becomes very, very simple. So I will suggest personally that you should start with Laplace transform, and once we have a very good understanding, those things will be very, very simple. Yeah, thank you.